Welcome, viewers. Today we're going to be playing some Fallout 76. We need to collect burnt books, purified water, wood. This is easy. We're going to get all this stuff done as quick as possible here. All right. Take a picture in photo mode. Ghoul eggs. All right, I'm going over here so I'm not alone with these ghouls. Wood, water, event, forest, burnt books. Let me see if I can knock these out in 8 to 10 minutes, even though I only have 20. Be an overachiever. So what are your plans for today? Yikes, but yeah, that's good. That's good, but hopefully it all goes well. Wood. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Our highly trained massage therapists should be back shortly. Welcome to the White Spring Spa. Please take
Right. Right. Yep. Yeah, you don't want to make it where you absolutely cannot get it out of there, where the threads are gone, and then it's stuck. It breaks. Mm-hmm. Hey, Jay. Go ahead. Right, you don't do that way. You put them all out there. You try to get them all gone. He'll put it off. He'll continue to put everything off. I don't know why he says he's so busy. He don't work. He don't actually work. He ain't busy. He chooses to go where he goes on a Sunday. Other than that, if he's really not gonna. Yeah, why you have to hold it is crazy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they can try to work on project. Mm-hmm. Right. It's a big boy tractor then, huh? Like a Murray? Oh, oh, okay. The 9000 series? I thought those were big. Hmm. Huh. What's that? Can't hear. Okay. Right. Yeah, their max load was less than now's max load. Right. Yeah, you will. Bullshit. Yeah. It's twice as much voltage as it's planned. Yep. Yep, the ignition, the distributor, the everything. It might literally smoke the wiring, like melt the wiring up to the headlights. Yep. Yeah, he's more senile than you realize, isn't he? Smoke it. Literally, gray smoke come everywhere, all the electrical on fire. Twice as much voltage. Have you ever seen someone hook up the two fucking like Chevy, right? Certain Chevy trucks now, 2020 and that, they've done it before in the 80s. They'll have a driver's side headlight battery to jumpstart other people, but their main battery is on the passenger firewall back by the hinge. Yep. You ever seen someone accidentally put the positive on negative and negative on the positive on that and 24 volt that out? Woof. Mm. Brand new Chevy truck shooting fireworks out all of its wiring. Wasn't me, but I got to witness it. Like, woo! He just made a 12 volt vehicle 24. Mm-hmm. So in 10 minutes, I did all my dailies. 24 hours they give you, I did it in 10 minutes. Yep. Collect books, collect wood, collect water, kill something like in the forest. Yeah, all of it done. Cool. Ghoul eggs was one of them. I had to complete an event. I had to go to my house. Like, it wasn't exactly easy, but I did it. Experienced. Hello, welcome viewers. We just knocked out the dailies, burnt book. We just did these. Just did these in 10 minutes. Right. The amperage, the voltage, everything's off. Right. Damn it, damn it, damn it. His lack of his own capability. He's going senile and lazy and all that. He's turning into a Biden. I'm not saying Trump is smart, but Biden is clinically gone. Mm-hmm. Right. You just go down with that boat if you try to hop in. If you try to help, you're just gonna go down with them. We said don't do that yourself. What he was doing because you didn't have it to loan it.
Plastic is a gift that keeps on giving.
Yup.
a smelly
Handling
superfruit
everything.
around every corner.
The more he had help, the more he gave up on doing it himself. Or the more he like, oh well, I know they'll do that again for me. Do this again for me. Do that again for me. Right. If she takes care of him and he put her off, especially with like having to live on a battery charger just to keep it where it start the next time, that's ridiculous. His own mom. That's his mom.
Do not worry, Jingles. I will take good care of you.
Everyone knows. Everyone called him out. Like a dummy, he admits that she's right, but then he keeps it up.
Some not a wet and dirty one.
He think he can get away with it. You're trying. He's proven he's worse at it. He ain't got his shit together.
Is there anything better than raw asbestos?
Yep. But get it out of here now. He's finally only in a hurry because someone else's equipment he has rental of, but if they pass, he ain't gonna be able to do that. The family's just gonna sell it or like, no, 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 no. That's equipment. We can't just be giving it, you know. But that guy don't care at all. Like shit, just a bobcat, just a bobcat. Put a chain on it, pick that engine straight up out, you know. Right. Yeah, the way his thought is, how can it affect me? Help me. Jeez. Yeah, they can't help to be there where she's at now. Sunshine Jamboree.
Oil spill. I have never seen anything so beautiful.
Oh man. Marlark limbs.
Eureka! I hit solid gold.
Who? Who? Oh yeah. Yeah, that was tragic. Alright, so cooking oil when I come home. What do I gotta do? Festive Scorched. Oil. Fungus. Daily Op. Reroll. Ceramic oil. Hello, welcome viewers. Hope everyone's having a great day. Oh, you guys go ahead. Sorry. Just try to let people know that I know they're here watching. Other way. I didn't make nothing, he's saying. Mm-hmm. Get him out of your way. yourself. I mean, the car was really nice, and the car was worth what it sold for, but you just didn't make your cut off of it. You got screwed out the business deal. If he would have moved on to the next car to fix and the next car to fix, there would have been still profit. But that one wasn't profit for you. But he just good because he made his. He made his, so he's like, bye, and left you in a shitty position with all that shit laying around until he wants some more money from you, and then he'll come over and act like the hero, and he really just holding you back. I'm too lazy. He's 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 a bum about work.
Can't imagine what it must have been like for Samuel to grow up in the vault. Must have been hard to try to survive like the rest of us after that. Derek and I can finally settle down here. Put down my guns and work the land.
Uh huh. Mm-hmm. That ain't nothing. Right.
I've got my... Finally, someone with the guts. Our medical team can't do. If you can get it back... Excellent. I can show you roughly...
Mm-hmm.
The quicker you recover our missing equipment, the better.
That ain't right. That ain't right. Shit.
Maybe I could scrounge together stuff to build Davy a pop gun to practice with.
That engine's been in there since '88. The intake. Really? Just the bottom block is the same? Yeah. On the 88? Or oh, on the one that's running. Yeah, yeah. 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 And then 3 more years after that sitting, right? That's 4 years before you ever even trying to make a profit or fix it even. The what? The what? All right, guys. Here we go. They know what they're doing. Vehicle. Without having to deal with moving it. Yep. Hello, welcome. Yeah, that's good. That's good business there. That's how quick stuff's supposed to move. You have it. You find someone who wants it. You make the money. It was good for you, and it was good for him. And now he don't want to do nothing with it. Now he changed his mind. All right. Okay. Here we go. That was a bad car, bad deal almost. So they just offed it. They got the scrap out of it just to be done with it, just to move on to the next. I get it. Totally get it. Like it's a storage shed.
Mode control. Procedure, say, greetings customer, come try my contest. ID, Dross Dross. Win prize, Mr. Fuzzy Tokens.
Hmm. The salt content in the rubber. Salt content in the rubber. So possums love chewing on old tires because there's salt in the rubber on an old tire. He just drives it broken as long as he can. Because he knows it's going to break more and he ain't going to fix it, so why fix that thing? Let 5 things be broken on it, and then I'll just park it and it'll sit there. That's how he works. Man, I used to purposely, if something had something like that, a shutter like that, I would purposely drive it hard to try to break it so I could then replace it. Because it's already bad, and I'm not replacing it yet. I'll break it though. If it's like duh 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 through the transmission, I'm just gonna peg the throttle and fucking then I know I need to replace it. Then you know what I mean? Bullshit. Like I said, I would finish her off. I'd festive scorched. That you know is like that. But that's a mechanic. That's a mechanic driving 5 broken vehicles. Yeah, I said he was lazy. He won't put them on for a year. By the time he goes to put them on, the tranny or something else will have blown. Like like I said, he just drives the junk until it's more junk, and then it's unfixable junk instead of fixing it and having a full-on car he could have sold or drove for 3 years. And some of the accidents lead to other accidents, like bad rear shocks and all that will prematurely wear out U-joints and other driveline parts that are at the wrong angle now. And then you need transmission mounts, U-joints, and rear shocks. You know what I mean? It's a damn shame. Not the way he acts. I'd give it to Josh. I'd will it to Josh, honestly, Mark. You ought to will it to Josh because he never had and could use something like that. You know, you gotta look at who actually needs it instead of who would abuse or use it to their own gain. Like Josh actually needs it. Your dad would try to sell it, and he would underbid it. He would come gut the place out, like the wiring of the house, and then try to sell it and be like, oh, just need wiring. Like it was a loss. What he does is a loss. The copper is worth more in the house than a house without copper. And oh, I scrapped some copper. Like, you know what I mean? He does things backwards. He rips shit apart and then tries to sell individual parts. When you had a whole full-fledged car, someone could have, like a family needs a car. They would have paid it when their taxes came in. It sucks seeing a running driving car and it sat there for years and years, and then someone gets it and they just like, oh, someone might want the dashboard, someone might want the driver door, and there's just this parts heap. And all the good parts, like the engine and tranny axle, usually end up sitting around for years and years and years under it until they're so rotted, like no one wants that suspension and axle. Why aren't these guys dying? Die already. When do you guys become fire resistant? I used to one tap these fools. Because he wanted a son so bad, and he thought he was going to get another chance of doing it. And look how lazy that kid is, because he learned from a lazy ass father. Yeah, I'm saying lazy, does nothing for himself. That kid ain't capable. That I'll never be worth anything. That sucks when someone just already knows I'll never be worth anything. When people don't value themselves. They don't want to be smart, strong, and working. Ah, hell no. Not really. Yeah, he drools. Sure. Pretty well, pretty well. Talk about the family or the dynamic, Mark. They're the gimmies. Gimmies with the hands out. I'm not talking about people who need assistance. I'm talking about people who just refuse to do nothing. They run an extension cord off the neighbors. They hook into the, yeah, the free money coming in. Mm-hmm. Handouts. Yeah, yes. Mention that about how she has to. I can't say it. Right. A completely different lifestyle. Fuck you, guy. This is my shit. Merry Christmas. Get out of my house. With all the help. Uh-huh. That ain't yeah, he wasn't around when you needed a dad, and he ain't the same person he used to be. He acts different with her and with that boy than he did with your mom and with you. You ought to lay into his ass about all that besides the cars. Him as a person, his shitty behavior, and that disown him. Disown him, Mark. You put up with it enough. That's your New Year's resolution: is to stand up for yourself, regardless who it is. Now, it don't matter. It ain't got to be just against your dad. It's everyone. It's you against the world, Mark. Until someone pledges their allegiance to you and you know they're on your side, like me, Mozzie, someone, Josh, then it's you against the world. And you ought to tell her that he's cut off. You can help me, sure, but he's cut off because he just abuses it. He abuses me and it. About the car. Let him borrow a car to use because his car broke down. He turns around and sells this car for cash. A borrowing car, not even his. And he undersells what it's estimated at. He was borrowing something while his shit's broke, and he sold it. And he took the money and didn't give it to the person who actually titled the vehicle, and he didn't put the money into fixing the vehicle that he needed fixed because he had to borrow a fucking vehicle. You know what I mean? He didn't fix his vehicle. He just got rid of his, I would say rental, but it was a borrowed vehicle. It was someone else's. You can say more, Mark. Because I did something as a huge favor. And he don't do nothing. I wouldn't have handed over no title. I'd have been like, you go get that money out of that boy however you need to, but that's not my money and that's not his vehicle. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't take any money from you and you're not getting a title from me. Yeah. Suckered him. Which is already pretty much like the normal. That was the normal thing that happened anyway, so it wasn't like out of the total loss. Not even what he said it was. And you had to come out of your pocket and look like a fool because of it. Because you weren't told right. You didn't know right. And you had to act.
Is that salt or sugar? Oh, I'm sure it's fine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Be honest. Does this trash make me smell bad?
Maximum whisking efficiency unleashed. Hold up it.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can go get them food. You can go get them clothes, but you can't give them money. Disown her, dude. You already done did that. You tried to do that when she was having free living at your place. Not no more. That happened way too long. How long that happened? 20 years? Fucking up underneath you, living for free. And it's his house. Trip. throwed something at her. Animals. Mm-hmm. And she don't care that he don't care. He'd complain about that. I gotta taste all the kinds, not just the. I can't just eat the whole thing either. They lack of care, even though they don't have nothing. They don't care about nothing either, because it's all easy come, so it's easy go. They don't want better living. Hmm. Well, don't do that. You're never supposed to, honestly. You're really not supposed to anyways. Because even if it starts out as something good, it can go something bad. And if it starts out something bad, it ain't never gonna be good. You gotta deal with them. You gotta live there. Don't do that. No, probably a whole nother. Crazy. Yep. Because they didn't know how to teach that dog right. It wasn't really the dog's fault. The lazy ass owners not teaching them right. Not discipline. Not that dog ran the shit. There was no one running the dog. The dog ran shit. And that the dog huffing it. And dealing with constant shit happening around him. People he knows don't come back. You don't know if they're dead or they don't care about them or, you know what I mean? Animals know that people left and didn't come back. But he gone now over the owners. Right. Understanding. Right. They didn't understand what they were getting into. Getting on the same stuff. Whether you're there and everything, didn't even care. Didn't even care. He just went to it. Held your breath. You know what though? If he was a strong person, I would have went over and beat the shit out of that dude. Just for even, you know what I mean? Whether it's your place or not, for him pulling that shit out, I consider that disrespect. I'd have put that pipe through his teeth into the back of his head. Krung! Punch it. Yeah, as he trying to hit that shit, I would have punched it right through his fucking teeth in the back of his head. Choke on that. What, Jenna? Elbow her in the freaking skull. Crunk. He's trying to sell it. Yeah, but that's why I'm bringing it up.
How could anyone throw away this
Mm-hmm. That close to being surrounded by it. Well, we weren't intended to have them. You know, the Egyptians, though, you look back in ancient Egypt, though, right? They used to, a lot of them had vials at home, like this container, and it would have a beautiful poppy plant flower as the top of the ceramic, you know, the porcelain, whatever the vial. Um, it was opium. It was the plant from poppy. Yep, plant from poppy, and a lot of Egyptians were on it, the royalty at least. They was tripping. They made oil and they drink it. The liquid, yep. So that's always kind of been a thing. The indigenous, the natives, always had different, you know, mescaline, different plants, cacti. Mm-hmm. Up near like Athens, Greece, and that it used to grow a lot, and it was brought to Egypt quite often. Well, yeah, same product. It's just, mm-hmm, same stuff. You know, I've been playing this for an hour, and I only needed to play this for about 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. I've been playing for over an hour here, and no one wants to watch. I'm about to shut this shit off. Like, I did what I needed to do. sometimes I'll stay tuned for 4 hours, 5 hours playing this, so I have viewers. I got 20 viewers in here. Well, I've had like 2 viewers or like barely any viewers, so what the fuck am I doing it for? No one wants to watch. You guys ain't gonna get to watch. I'm not gonna keep doing this. No one's here to hear that, but I'll make sure to put it in the comment in the next video too. Like, y'all ain't gonna watch. No one wants to fucking be here. I'm gonna stop doing this like this. I'm gonna start doing what I want.
Do not worry, Jingles. I will take good care of you.
I hear it. Percolating. Cheers. I can try to find out, but there's 2 different. There's the internet pricing and there's the real deal pricing. The actual mechanic would pay. You know. Rock Crusher. 4-speed. The first gear is so low though. It's a 3 really. You had the 350 and the 400 Hydromatic, and you had the 700 R4. But the Muncie predated the 700 as the manual. Oh wait, 700 R4 automatic too? Yeah, automatic. But the manual was the Muncie Rock Crusher. Saginaw was the one that most people said 4 on the floor. You know, like Camaro, Chevelle, Nova. Yeah, the Saginaw had sequential or helical. Saginaw had helical gears, and the Muncie had straight gears, and that's why it sounded like that. The Muncie, yep, straight gear. Alright, viewers, I did more than I needed to do today. That's it. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys watching. That is it. Hell, everyone left this world, this team. I'm done. I'm over it. I'm over it, guys. I did what I needed to do and then some. Y'all are lucky I even stayed here this long, for reals. I should have played this for like 20 minutes, done 2 days of dailies, and just turned it off. I try to broadcast and show you guys some gameplay, and there ain't no one really watching, so I'm gonna move on with my badass to something else, because no one gives a fuck about Fallout right now. Hopefully I'll get more viewers. Hey, look at this guy. Hey, hi, you want my water? Bye. I'm about to pop up out of here. Today's not the day. Today's the wrong day, guy. Usually I help out low levels. There's a level 20 at my house. I just pulled my house up instead of throwing them down stim packs and letting them use my house buffs. Yeah. Yeah. And I ain't blaming the viewers, but it's kind of the lack of having 20 viewers and only getting 2 people to watch the video that make me feel this way. Later.